Over the last few days, we've been hearing a lot about Boris Johnson's leadership and how Tory MPs are going against him. I've also been hearing a lot about, in the Westminster bubble, about some of the hard left Labour activists who are starting their movements against Keir Starmer because he's not left-wing enough, apparently. And Owen Jones is one of them who's now criticising Starmer. To be fair, it's rare, but Owen Jones is right about this particular issue. He's exposed Keir Starmer's lies and his leadership campaign when he stood for Labour Party leader, and he basically exposed him for lying about his pledges, especially one of the main pledges, the top one. Watch this.
Pledge number 1, economic justice. Increase income tax for the top 5% of earners, reverse the Tories' cuts in corporation tax, and clamp down on tax avoidance, particularly of large corporations. No stepping back from our core principles. His tweets still up about it. Keir Starmer in the leadership campaign. Increase income tax for the top 5% of earners, reverse the Tories' cuts in corporation tax, and clamp down on tax avoidance, particularly of large corporations. No stepping back from our core principles.
Yeah, Owen is not happy. But what does Owen Jones think of Keir Starmer breaking his pledges?
Because Keir Starmer's leadership campaign was the most dishonest in British democratic history. Now, people say, oh.
Well, I'm glad that's settled. And to be fair, he's absolutely right. Starmer ran on this platform of even more ultra-socialism. Their policies were so close to kind of like light Corbyn sort of policies. And then, now, he doesn't even know what he's about. You know, on the one hand, he sits with 2 union flags behind him. On the other hand, he takes the knee. On the other hand, it says, let's nationalise everything. And he goes on TV and says, no, we shouldn't nationalise everything. What are you? Are you a capitalist? Are you a socialist? Are you a Lib Dem? Are you a wet Tory? Or are you actually a Labour politician? Andrew Marr exposed one of his main flaws in the pledges that he had, like the top 10 pledges. One of them was what Owen Jones talked about. The other one was about energy firms and nationalisation of energy firms. Andrew Marr, of all people, Andrew Marr exposed Keir Starmer as another lie.
Will you nationalise the big 6 energy companies?
Well, the immediate problem with the energy companies is how we ensure the supply of energy through the winter and into next year, and to do that without raising the prices for working people.
So that is an immediate issue.
That is the immediate principle.
But I'm asking you a big principled question. Will you nationalise the big 6 energy companies, yes or no?
No.
No, you will not.
But I thought you said something else.
This is what you said as part of your 10 pledges. Public services should be in public hands, not making profits for shareholders. Support common ownership of rail, mail, energy and winter. You promised that 18 months ago.
It's quite rare when I praise Andrew Marr. But because even for left-wing presenters like Andrew Marr, this is so obvious that even for being biased, if they don't talk about this, it's just awkward. They have to scrutinise the Labour leader. They have to. And they're so glad that actually happened. But the thing is, despite all this, I know Starmer is not really doing greatly, but is still doing well in the polls because Boris Johnson is in such trouble. If people knew about these sort of things, then they would ask themselves, question your brain. That are you actually going to be backing Starmer, or are you just angry at Boris Johnson? Because I don't want us to accidentally sleepwalk into a Labour socialist government just because Boris Johnson can't get his act together, or the Tory party have been lying about being a Conservative party. In reality, they're just being light socialist Labour Party. Yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think. We're going to come back in half an hour with more news updates. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.